Welcome to Equal Time with Martha Burke. The country is still in turmoil over President Biden's disastrous performance in the June 17th face-off with Donald Trump. Major newspapers and pundits are calling for him to drop out of the race. But the president and his closest allies, including ally-in-chief Jill Biden, are insisting he's okay and just suffered a bad night on the debate stage. Biden cannot be voted out of the running. Only he can decide whether or not to continue the race. If he drops out, he can release his delegates and name someone he prefers to take his place. Though they're not forced to comply, the delegates are likely to support the named replacement. Since Biden is the only decider, he will obviously choose someone he trusts and respects. And who might this white knight in shining armor be? There may be many such candidates, but there's only one that Biden could believe in completely. Her name is Jill Biden. So, instead of going ahead with a now flawed candidate who may or may not have another meltdown before Election Day, why not choose a savvy, loyal person with years of Washington experience who could confer with the ex-President Biden at any time and incidentally gauge his mental acuity up close if it waxes and wanes? On Biden's good days, President Jill would have the most experienced high-level advisor any president could have, and on his bad days, there would be no chance of a presidential mental lapse in the middle of a national crisis. And there is precedent, sort of. In 1919, President Woodrow Wilson suffered a stroke, leaving him bedridden and partially paralyzed. While the Wilsons hid it from the public, from that time until the end of his second term in 1921, historians note that First Lady Edith Wilson was essentially the nation's chief executive, calling the presidential shots on both domestic and international policy. In this day and time, why not follow the Wilson lead, but make it official by nominating Jill? No tricks, out in the open, and a much better chance of winning back the White House. Thanks for listening to Equal Time. I'm Martha Burke.